Hi, welcome to Kinig's Corner. I'm Jerry. I'm your host. This is a show where we talk about the Red Sox and a little bit about the American League East. Well, the Red Sox returned home last night and continued their losing ways. They just can't win at home. I think they're 10 or 11 games under 500 now, worst record in baseball uh, at home. And that was a big game, even though, hey, look, it's June 1st, June 2nd, June 3rd. How can it be a big game? Well, they need to start winning some games because the trade deadline will get here sooner rather than later. And you want to be a buyer, not a seller. And I see right now there's no way they can be a buyer because they're dreadful. Thanks, Greg Breslow. But the good news is, as I said in yesterday's show, John Henry's worried. He's concerned. And that carries a lot of weight with me, the fact that John Henry is concerned. Last night's game was abysmal. They scored 2 runs, one right off the bat when Duran got a triple, and they were able to get him in on a sacrifice fly by Abreu. But after that, they scored 1 run the rest of the game. They've scored a total of 5 hits in the game. You're not going to win many games that way. They won't win tonight that way. They have to start hitting. And the problem is when you don't have any power, David Ortiz was talking about this the other day. You need power. It's tough to string hit after hit after hit after hit. And that's what they have to do. In any of their wins, that's what they've done. They just don't have any power. I think they went into the season thinking that Abreu and Anthony and Contreras could get them 80 home runs between the three of them. And they're not going to be anywhere near that. So it's been pretty dreadful. Rafaela did have 2 hits last night. He raised his batting average to 279. He's been fine. Good player. But just awful. Connolly Early is a solid pitcher. And for a young kid, he's really good. But he's good for giving up 2 home runs a game. And when your team can't hit home runs and they can't score runs, that bodes trouble down the road. And it did last night. Alonso hit a home run and May hit a home run. May's gigantic, by the way. He's 6'8". And he hit a bullet for a home run that just got over the fence. Alonso's wasn't much further over the fence, but they count. Not good. Tonight, they'll send Peyton Tolley on the mound against Chris Bassett. Hopefully, Tolley. I like watching Tolley pitch. He throws hard, gets strikeouts. If he can get a little length to him, they can win. They're still without Whitlock, which is a killer. But it's not a killer if you don't score any runs because then you're not in the game in the first place. So I don't know what they're going to do. I'm really at a quandary. How do you improve the team going forward? The outfielders were going to be fairly well set. You're going to have Rafaela in center. You're going to have Abreu in right, and you're going to have Anthony in left. So there's your outfield. Duran is a trade piece, no question. Even though he's playing pretty well right now and getting hits, raising his batting average, and hitting for some pop. So I think that they may deal him at some point. They'd love to get rid of Rafaela, Oshida, not Rafaela. And they'd love to get rid of Story too. And I really fear that they could get rid of one of those guys in a Chapman trade, maybe to the Dodgers, who are always willing to take on payroll. Money doesn't mean anything to them. San Diego might be able to do that as well. And you'd have 2 unbelievable closers at the end of that game for San Diego, and that might be their ticket, way they see themselves winning. But for the Sox, somewhere along the line, they need a power hitting third baseman. Where can you find one of those? Rafaela or Bregman, maybe they're available. They need some pop there. They need Meyer to start hitting a little bit more than what he's done. And I don't know. It's a dreadful, I talk about this all the time. Baseball, like all the other sports, like going to the movies, is entertainment. Are you entertained? And they're not entertaining. They're a boring team in almost every aspect. I mean, there's no pizzazz to them. I saw somebody online complaining about our managers never having the fire. Well, we've won 4 world championships in the last 25 years. I wouldn't worry too much about the managers having fire. I want the players to have it. When we had lineups that could score runs against any pitcher, we don't have that now. So they're a boring team and a boring product. And it's not helping my show, which is most important to me, because why do you really want to talk about this when the team is boring? So I could have picked the worst time, I suppose, to start this. But we'll persevere, and down the road we'll be better. Once again, I'm Jerry. This is Kinig's Corner. And if you like the show, uh, more than you like the Red Sox because of my sunny personality, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow with a win. They need one. I've talked about these 9 games being crucial, and they're already off to an 0-1 start. That means they have to go 5-3 the rest of the way, and that might be a tall order. So I'll talk to you tomorrow, and we'll see what's going on. Have a good day.